Guys, quick reminder, hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I'm proud of the community we've built. Let's go. Guys, welcome back to the farm. Hey, first cutting silage in the books, or first cutting haylage rather. All the acres, 90 acres we put up this year, almost spanned two of them 10-foot diameter by 250-foot length. This is already your second cutting growing back. The rain moved in hot and heavy just as we finished up. So, probably 10 days, 2 weeks, we'll be going back into second. Here's some corn out in the back 40 that I planted my first field, looking pretty good. That rain and these tiled fields really that's where that tile thrives. You know, that's where you make your money, is when it's on a lot of rain, a lot of wet years, and your grounds tile that just flourishes. It's hard to flood out a tile field unless it's catastrophic and the ditches fill up and they backfill. But on the agenda, we're going to get a John Deere 716A wagon around. Jack and I, we're going to shrink up the conveyor chain and the long chain that runs the feed up. Some are getting a little low. We're going to take a link out. It's kind of a pain in the butt. I did a few of them probably 15 years ago. You don't have to do them very often, but they stretch. So we're going to do that. And we got our 4030 John Deere back. Got the new hitch cradle in the back put on. We're going to dial it up, and good running tractor, good tires on it. We're going to sell it. So that's what's going on. Beautiful day, beautiful clouds. Can't beat it. Let's go. All the way. All the way out. That's good. No, leave it. Clip going in, quarter of the way there, not counting tightening up. Last bolt in, come along out. Time to tighten her up. Guys, in other news, with this patch of rain we've gotten on and off every other day, it seems like, I got this rake around, aired some tires up, greased the whole thing. 4430. This was pretty good, so I didn't have to do too much to that, but these had some teeth broke off them, so we had bought some and replaced some. There, see, here's one right here missing. But Greg was working on this because we got some dry hay to cut and bale for the heifers yet. Yeah, while they were working on the rake, I had this mower washed up. Jack washed it, checked all the knives. You flip them blades when the one side's dull, and completely greased it. This is a pretty new machine. Checked the 7720 over, but so I mean, I don't know what we'll get to first, because if the second cutting prime alfalfa is ready, we're going to dive into that. So we basically maintenance and getting everything ready So when it does clear up, it's supposed to clear up. But man, it's been a very wet start to the summer. A little more. More. All right, that's good. Let's do the inside one now. All right, now we still got room for adjustment. She's up as far. He's gonna do the inside one for it to match. So just took one link out, and that was just what the doctor ordered. What a difference. Okay, time for the come along. Oh yeah, stretch it. Yeah, take the pressure off it. Get these other bolts out. Won't fall on our heads. And she's apart. Pretty soon she's gonna look like this one. John Deere 4030. Freshly painted wax, molded hood, new alternator, new inside rubber. Was the manure spreading tractor. If you remember, the back hitch, the whole cradle snapped. Got a new one put on. We're gonna be putting the duals on this, and we're gonna put it up for sale. That's our backup tractor. She'll soon be up for sale once we get her all slicked up and ready to go. Got it. Started. Got it. Yes. Well, apparently this
about went right out.
Yeah, we knocked that right out. Yep. The links are in. He's putting the cotter key on that. We'll be tightening this up soon. Job well done. I don't know how many of you guys do this, but general maintenance. Actually, when we had it loosened up, this was off a cog. Took a crowbar, popped it back down. We're good to go. These babies will be going for another, let's see, they're built in the 80s. They'll go another 46 years if we treat them right. Might put a little patch up there. Keep going. Going up.
Good.
Keep going.
It's my hand.
Rattles the heck out of your hand. Okay, got her right where we want her. Well, Jack's tightening that inside one with a ratchet wrench. And this wagon's good as new. Good as new. We did have a heifer calf. She had a nice little Holstein calf here. I'm gonna leave them in this pen, or at least the remainder of this day. Got her some feed out of the bunk, dry hay. I don't want to startle her. She's new. Here's the baby. Baby, obviously, the dad was one of our purebred Holsteins. That's a Holstein calf. Heifer. She's kind of still wet, hanging out, but trying to get up on me. Trying to make its first steps, but yeah, mom looks like she's doing good. Afterbirth has not completely dropped yet. You know, she's getting up. Afterbirth hasn't dropped yet, but hopefully she cleans by the end of the day and she's eating and drinking. That's all that matters. Beautiful little newborn baby. New life on the farm. There's a concerned aunt. Wondering when she gets to meet the baby. Yeah, another thing we did, you see our wall, this is our holding area. Well, it gets pushed against with the rubber scraper and sometimes the bucket in the winter. She was getting a little rickety. These poles were snapped off in here, if you look. So we braced them, some boards on each side. Dad had some lumber over at his house. This is off a fence from 1960. I remember when we bought that field, we tore all that fence down, kept the boards. Found some older tongue and grooved. Had a guy, look at this and rip it all out and redo it. It's like $3 grand. So Jack and I, my new right-hand man, that's Mark's son, we just went and got some reclaimed lumber. Did a makeshift job for free. That's always the challenge or a skill running a business, or especially a farm, is when to spend money or when to just get something done yourself. This was a job that this is over about 20 years old, this original edition. This has taken some heat because my new Red Bull he smashed these boards. He was up here trying to breed. I watched him. He got knocked off and bam, he snapped them. So I had to do something, but hey, you do get by with what you got. You keep the money in the bank. Change complete. As I was getting ready to put this up, I realized the slack that it had, and the tension is already out. So we're gonna take a link out of here and tighten up this cross conveyor, because she's about maxed out, and we'll bring her all the way back here. This one. Push in there. Stuck right in there. Dang it, man. Put them in and then we'll retighten it back up. Putting the keys in now. This project didn't take too long at all. Tighten her back up. And see, look at all the adjustment I got now. All right, doors up, and now we've got an inch adjustment on this. So this wagon's been completely pumped up to shape. It's good to go.
If we need it, we'll just have to get it back to you.
Yeah, that wagon went from having the worst out of 9 wagons, being the worst chain, to the best. So this one's not terrible. This one's actually got adjustments, so this is a good one. I think this is one of the recent ones Dad picked up on auction. They really worked on that one. This is a different one. Oh, here. She's maxed out. Well, she's getting there. But we got, I think I'm gonna do one more. I don't know if this one will be it, but something you gotta keep up on. You don't want them things dragging down on the ground. In other news, wheat update. The wheat here in Michigan's heading out a bit early because she's kind of short, but on all accounts she's looking good. We got 197 acres of wheat. A lot of rain coming this week. Most hopefully not flood conditions, but I think it's really going to help this wheat finish out. And it's been hot and fairly muggy. So yeah, this is a pretty good stand. This is right south of the farm, my old wrestling coach. So we no-tilled this in here, and I've been talking about no-tilling all spring and first part of summer here. Looking pretty good. You really, if you got a good drill and good conditions, you can have a stand like this. So our wheats we're extremely happy with. We'll know more when we start combining. There won't be as much straw this year, obviously, because it's so short. But that's the genetic spread into this wheat anyway. You know, years back, we had wheat this tall, and you get a good windstorm, you can feel the heck of a breeze now. Come through here and it just flatten your wheat, and you do not want that. That's terrible. It's almost a total loss. And then the deer lay down in there. Shoot, one year the elevator was, they were watching for it. There was deer feces in the crop, and people were bringing it in. They were rejecting loads. That would be catastrophic. So we want to keep this wheat standing. So shorter, it's okay in my book. Cattle update. A lot of them loafing here in the free stalls. Good fair amount still up eating. You can see by the moisture, and it's humid. Cows are holding on pretty good because most of the feed or all of my feed for that matter, is cool. Nothing nasty and moldy and heated up. So that's a good thing. They're all eating well. There's a big old bull cow here. Been around for years. Yeah, they're pretty quiet today. Heifer. Oh yeah, well, they got that bunk eating down pretty good. Yeah, I guess they're not eating as much. Bunks are full, which is good. Back when I used silos, a lot of times these bunks were a little low. Now that I'm giving them what they need, they're shining a lot better, eating better. I got my pasture field closed off from that rain. She's pretty wet out there. I'll probably keep them locked in tonight, and then we'll see, because, you know, chance of rain tomorrow. They might be locked in here for a while. Pasture's nice, you know, gives them a break on their hooves and their feet, less manure, but they can't be laying out in the mud. You gotta, sometimes they'll still go out there and slosh way down in that mud. So you gotta do a little thinking for them and keep them out of it.